Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
At their own 6-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. Oh, he sheds himself free. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, 94 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And the Jags grab it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 20.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at the 23.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
40-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that one makes it 14-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Look at me, zipper.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On second down, it's Washington. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Washington, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. 50, plant. 57, come on. Hey, orbit.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The Steelers' 48-yard line.
Minshew throwing complete to Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
It don't even matter, baby. It don't matter.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Minka Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Boswell for the extra point.
Point after.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
14.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Minshew to throw. No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Westbrook, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And here comes Westbrook. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. shotgun handoff to Samuels. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Now Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here's Minshew. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner. And this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the the coach.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Washington, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Shelton. 50 cents. Right here.
Minshew sets to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
DJ Chark, incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57 is the mic. Mark 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to let it go again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down now, it's Connor, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A
gain of 13. It's a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Johnson.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, McFarland.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch. Nichols, got spin. Back. Check. Fresno. Snickers. 50.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Check safety. Watch the safety creep. Easy. Wall. Get wall.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
50 seconds, Mike. Here we go. SOS. Hey, alert. Kill. Lock,
They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real, so I answer, sir. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
Yeah. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Geis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
1st and 10.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
13-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Josh Lambo.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Steelers 26. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
James Conner, the Steelers.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Gain of 2 yards.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him, AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 4th down, Minshew looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Easy.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
For first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 22. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
77.
Ben to throw again. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ DJ Chark, 81 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Lining up.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here comes Johnson on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Complete, it's Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Touchdown! Yeah, defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
63.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Roethlisberger sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Chris Boswell.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance. Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, high 7. You ain't got nothing.
They begin with a quick throw out left and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike, 55.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Kill.
It'll be Minshew again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Like 80. Mike, 44. 50. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Left out. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Quarter. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Joker.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
44. Hey. Check 99. Check 99.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up
2nd and 15.
15 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 15.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
66.
A big offensive to victory.